Hi there. It's the Papkes, Jim and Elena. When this came up as far as sharing some memory about the church or our experiences, it was like overwhelming. How do you pick one or two things out? We've experienced so much and been a part of so much since I think we came in 94, 95 to Foundation Stone. But for me personally, the biggest thing which really, you know, touches my heart is just the time that was a children's pastor for 10 years. Uh, Not sure if that was starting 2004, 2005, but Pastor Ed Norris, he asked me if I would do that because Jerry Keller was going to be stepping down. Um, he said he thought I'd do well at it, and I always trusted Ed Norris, so I went ahead and said yes. And for me, just the opportunity of being able to sow into all of the kids' lives over that time has just been so special and meaningful. And if there's just a small opportunity that I had anything at all to do with some of them giving their hearts to the Lord, I can't even put words or express how meaningful that is to me. So that would be my biggest thing that comes to my mind.
I like to think back on years ago when we were at the old rickety church on Auburn. It's funny, there's lots of good memories from that place, and it was at that time that there was the refreshing going on from the Holy Spirit. The river of God was just flowing through the church so freely, and everyone was partaking of it, and the Lord was filling up all of his people with his power and with indeed such refreshing and such joy. It was just such a beautiful time. We sang lots of songs back then, worship songs about the river of God, and we danced in the river of God. And one of our favorite songs as a congregation was "His Banner Over Me Is Love." And Del Critchley was the worship leader back then. Whenever he would play that, everyone would just go crazy, jump out of their seats, be dancing all around. I mean, even people that don't generally do that were dancing around in the river of God, singing "His Banner Over Me Is Love," and it was just so much fun. Um, Also, ministry time
Mm-hmm.
during that period was very special because there was always altar calls at the end of every word, and everyone would go for it because everyone wanted to get filled up with the presence of the Lord.
Yeah.
And Pastor George would just be going along praying for people. He'd barely even touch them, and everyone fell out in the Spirit, and they would just be filled with the Holy Spirit and filled with such joy. It was so much fun. It was just a beautiful time. And then Jim and I were talking about like some special speakers that we had in that really blessed us, like Sylvania Mikado. She's the gold dust lady. She would pray for people and manifest the gold dust. Or Bob Sorge was awesome. David Alsobrook. We had some really great guest speakers over the years. But both of us agree we have been so blessed by Pastor George and his messages through the years. And we just started talking about how some of his messages have so impacted our lives. The one in particular, he did such an awesome study on us being priests unto God. It was just a series of teachings that was just so rich. And just a lot of teachings on the gifts of the Holy Spirit, hearing the voice of God, the manifestation of the Holy Spirit, and walking in the Spirit. Just so many wonderful, rich words from Pastor George that have really blessed us through the years.